Hey guys, so we're going to, if you can see, I finally was unlazy enough to change my wallpaper, and I got like the trippiest, coolest one available. I freaking love this one. There's a GIF to it, but the GIF is so trippy, it's awesome. But I figured out I'm working on my new song right now, and I'm gonna show you a little bit, one-on-one on structure. So, basically, we got, you want to kind of work 9 bars or 8 bars to 16 bars at a time. No, it says 9, but that's actually 8, and that's actually 16. So these are actually take one off, so that'd be 24, 32. They go by 8, okay? And you pretty much want to do that and deceit. So really, the one thing a lot of amateur dubstep producers do not do is they don't use enough effects. I really haven't started using effects like I do until recently. On your drop, you kind of just want to let it go. I mean, it can sound great with the right effects, but if you do it overkill, it's gonna sound like crap. And on the drop, I usually let my drop just go without too many effects because it's trying to harness all the bass. So we're trying to keep our main focus on that. And so in the intro, you're gonna want to use a lot more. You got like probably an impact, little big reverbed kick, probably an upriser. I think that's actually a crash. This is an uplifter. That's a impact, crash, uplifter. Okay, and then this is like a synth right here. On your drops, it's gonna get really boring if you don't add this noise like this. So I got this. Okay, and it goes along with this. Okay, and remember now, this is a work in progress, so there may be many changes, but, like, the lead, if I put it in right away, it's gonna sound rather ridiculous, so I'm gonna bring it in. I don't really like where it is right now, so I'll go back to that, but, like, you kind of want to let the bass do its thing, like I'm saying, but you don't want to make it boring, because after a while, it's just gonna get repetitive, and you're gonna want to add some stuff to give it some variation, like the lead that I used here, and this little thing. So that's definitely important. Make sure on your drop, one way to really harness I know I'm using harness a lot, but it's like a good word for it. One way to really harness the power of the first kick here and that initial drop, just that right there, to get that super hard hitting, it will sound even better on this. A lot of drops will just go straight from the build up straight into the drop. I used to do that a bit, but I'm trying to give it more air, and then what I do is I put reverb on the synth right here, so I made the synth in FL, so or I got it in FL. I don't know if I made it or it was in a pack I bought or what, but I know it's I either bought it or I made it, so it's mine. I didn't copy it off somebody. I know that for a fact, because I don't do that. That's super lame, guys. If I look at a song before I release this and there's my bass line, I'm gonna be pissed. So but like I was saying, you want to put some reverb. If you can see this tail right here, I think it initially ends right like here. Let's listen. Yeah, right here. Yeah, right there. So that tail is gonna give it a good amount of noise. Same with the pad. It's gonna oh, maybe not. This effect should. Yeah, this has tail. So anything right here is tail. Anything right in there. And it's going to give it some noise for that. And it kind of takes away so you can clear up your... it's kind of like the end of a school year. You're going on to the next one. You have a clean slate. You have a clean slate for your thing. You kind of have that clean... You have a clean bandwidth. Your stereo right now is clean. So you're ready to hit whatever you want. With the other way, you're going to have a lot of reverb and stuff coming out of that. I just like to let it die. And plus, it gives it kind of a cooler sound. And you can put a vocal there, whatever you want to do. I didn't do that here because I don't really want to put vocals on this. But like I was saying, if you want, you can put on the master track an EQ8 right here, and then for these last 8 bars of noise, like I know that's what is that? 8. That's 12, I think. No, that'd be 12. But for this last 8 bars of actual noises, if you want, you can just take a EQ8, and then right here, let's look at it from right here standpoint. Actually, I started it all the way back there. Okay, so see how that was moving? If you listen to that with a kick, it kind of makes a cool effect, and it takes away the bass, so once the bass does hit, it sounds so much more intense. So let's listen to it, or let's watch while it moves up. So you just want to make a low pass, or a cutoff, or whatever, and whatever you would like to call that. I think it's a low pass, or a low cut, I don't know. But you just want to let that move up, to about 3, yeah, probably about 3K, or 300 hertz. So just watch. Watch how the kick kind of reduces. And it makes it sound so much cooler. So listen. Okay, so as you can tell, it hits pretty hard there. Make sure your drums are nice and snappy, because one thing, if your drums aren't sounding too good, but you have the volumes and stuff right, it means you're just overfilling the bass, and you have the bass way too loud. Because what's going to happen is it's going to take out that kick, especially if you're using limiters. It's going to decrease that kick. I don't have my bass too loud here, so my limiter is going to do me good, but I probably shouldn't have it on here. I mean, like, that's the last thing you want to do. You want to put the limiter last, because it does matter. It will make a difference, because if you put it before an effect, I'm almost positive that it will apply the limiter before it applies the effect. So it depends on what order you put the effects down here in. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I'm almost positive, 99.99% sure. So in the intro, you don't want to just throw in a bunch of random noises, like this noise here. Right here. Okay, you kind of want to, in a heavy dubstep intro like this, you're going to want to kind of prepare the person for what the bass drop is going to sound like. So I kind of have, like, right here, it's kind of like a it's kind of like a, what would you call it, a foreshadowing of what's going to, yeah, I guess you could use that, foreshadowing of this bass line here, because it sounds like this. But this is in the bass line too. It's just kind of cool. And I put it right here, and I quieted it down and put a bunch of reverb on it, and it has a really cool effect. But this is what this is sounding like. Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of saying, here's what's coming, get ready, prepare yourself, your body needs to be ready, and then go tell that to your captain, because that would be your secret. So, and then that's what the bass line almost sounds like. It's like, listen. They're here. So it's kind of showing you what's coming up, and then this sounds right there, and yeah, these are pretty much sirens. I don't know what I did. I thought it was kind of cool sounding. So breakdown. I haven't gone up to the second drop of the outro yet. I'm not that far, but the breakdown, you really want to do the same thing as before. Only you want to have you really don't want to have the lead too much, because you want it to sound more mysterious and kind of like relief on your ears a bit. So listen to what I did. I have this pad playing loud and clear. Okay, so as you can see, I gradually brought in the lead because it would be way too boring. But you want to kind of let it lighten up a bit to show that it's not the intro and the song's not just screwed up on your iPod and it's not just replaying. You don't want to just be like, okay, my drop's done here. We're just gonna take that and duplicate it, and there we got a song. No, that's not how dubstep's gonna work. You can, but good luck. And please tell me if you make some chart. You make more than $5 off that song by duping it like that, because it's just not gonna happen, because people are just gonna think, wow, that was really repetitive. Okay, so second drops almost always in dubstep are kind of like more powerful, and the energy of them, I think I have a graph. I found a little guide online. So the energy in a song should be like this. I completely agree. So you got your intro kind of building it up, or you got your first 17 bars kind of building up, saying here's what's going to happen. Then kind of your build up to the drop, and then this is where your kicks start coming in. Then you have this is the drop. That's the breakdown, or this is the beginning of the breakdown, probably like the mid of the breakdown. Then the second build up, that second drop is the highest point. And drops are usually higher at the end, a bit cooler at the end than they are at the beginning, so you can see that somewhat. And then it comes down, and you got a little, like, you got a cool little kind of mini breakdown, and then you're out. And that's kind of just like a reverb bass showing you this track's done. So I completely agree with that, and I love that chart. It's perfect. So the second one, if you want to know an example, look up Crank by Zed's Dead, No More Links. Crank. Oh my god, the second drop is so freaking amazing. Holy crap. Oh my god, it just gives me the goosebumps. But you kind of just want to make it just so powerful and ish. You just kind of want to scream out what you're thinking. Yeah, I need to mix up these drums quite a bit, because there's nothing worse than a repetitive drum bit. I just need a repetitive drum loop. I just needed that to show me, to kind of guide me. So let me see what time we're at here. Okay, I got like 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna go over whatever I can. Make sure your second build-up is a bit different than the first one. In this case, I've done like two things. The first one, I just started the kicks right there, and I used that technique where I brought down the bass with the EQ. And this one, I started the kicks all the way back here, and I didn't use that trick. And you probably don't see an uplifter there. That's because there's one right here, and it's really loud. So really loud. So I put one on there. I was like, well, I don't have an uplifter. Then I realized, oh wow, I do. Okay, so there's all that. This is my top. This is my hat. So I found a really cool loop, and I forget what pack it was, but I think it was a minimal drum and bass pack. But as you can see, this is drum and bass, or drum step. So alright, that should be about it. Yep. Alright, see you guys next time. Wait till this song comes out. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but check it out.